Yo, 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 what's good with it, y'all? It's your boy Lamborghini Preem, back once again talking this boxing shit. And the topic of today's conversation is one that's relatively simple in my opinion. But let's talk about it. It's the upcoming mega fight between my man Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder, the current WBC heavyweight champion, and my man Anthony AJ Joshua, the current unified IBF and WBA world heavyweight champion. Who is the A side between them? Whew. Well, right now, as everything stands, what is it, December 26, 2017? Right now, in my opinion, the A side is Anthony Joshua. And do I believe the fight should be in the US or the UK? I'm an American, proud American, but this fight should be in the UK as of today. Maybe Wilder does something in the next 6 to 8 months that really raises his profile to the point to where it make more sense to have it in Vegas or somewhere in the USA, maybe like Madison Square Garden or somewhere historic like that, maybe even Texas Stadium. That would be amazing. You know what I'm saying? But maybe if he does something over the next 6 months that, increase his profile to make that make sense, I would, I'd be with that. But as of right now, today, this shit need to be over in the UK somewhere, in one of them big ass stadiums, Wembley or whatever the fuck, something out there, one of them huge prestigious stadiums. You know what I'm saying? Them 90,000 seaters, throw it in there, and AJ deserves a bigger chunk of the money. Now, when I say that he's the A side, that doesn't mean that Wilder deserves pennies for this fight. I believe this is one of them fights like Mayweather-Pacquiao. You know what I mean? Like, so if Mayweather's going to make $250 million, Pacquiao made 150, 200 million. You know what I mean? It ain't got, or like when De La Hoya fought Mayweather and he made 50 million and Mayweather only made 25. Something like that. That's respectable. You know what I mean? I'm not exactly sure what the percentages is, and I'm not finna draw up no math equations to figure that out right now, but I figure, like, let's say this is $100 million fight. Out of the $100 million, you want to go 65-35. 65 AJ, 35 Wilder. You know what I'm saying? Right now. Of course, like I said, Wilder has time to raise his profile and get a bigger piece of the pie, but I feel like Wilder money really gonna come in the back end, because if I'm keeping it 100, I expect Wilder to win this fight, and I expect him to win by knockout, and once he does, that's gonna make him the motherfucking man, and every fight after that is gonna be mega millions. You know what I'm saying? So it would be worth taking the L on the initial negotiations for this fight. You know what I mean? And then winning the motherfucking fight, especially if you believe you can win. It would be worth it to take the L on the negotiations and the money side right now to later on reap the benefits of that. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, if Wilder win this fight, especially by KO, he's the fucking man after that. If they choose to have a rematch, if it's one of them close fights and they need a rematch and shit, now it's all on your terms. Now Wilder's the A side. And I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? Because it's not that Wilder hasn't proven himself. It's just that I believe Anthony Joshua has a better promoter right now. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to Lou DiBella. I like Lou DiBella. I've liked all this. I've liked his events and things over the years and shit. He's a cool dude. But Eddie Hearn is on another level right now. His wave is unstoppable, man. He got a lot of champions over in that UK. He doing this thing. He can plug you in, man. In my opinion, he like the UK Al Heyman. Now, true indeed, Wilder has Al Heyman, but Al Heyman is not a promoter. Al Heyman is a manager. So with that in mind, let me clarify, because that kind of didn't make no sense, right? If Eddie Hearn is the UK Al Heyman, how can he be the UK Al Heyman if Al Heyman isn't a promoter? Well, allow me to explain. When you fuck with Al Heyman, you're going to get paid. That's basically what I'm saying. I don't think I've ever seen an Al Heyman fighter that was mad about money. I've never seen or heard any of them complain about money. I've seen numerous Al Heyman fighters just give up belts for different opportunities, but I've never heard them complain about it, and I've never heard them complain about money. So everybody knows, at least from my experience, from what I'm seeing from the outside looking in, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a boxer, so I'm not behind the scenes and privy to what really pop off. But from what I'm seeing, Al Heyman was able to get 90% of Golden Boy roster, and he's kept all these guys happy, and they've all gotten paid way more than they ever would have got paid anywhere else. And that's the one thing that they all say. That's the one constant that they all say, is that Al Heyman will make sure you get took care of. You know what I'm saying? And that's the same thing Eddie Hearn appears to do. You know, as far as his fighters go, Dylan White, this guy done lost how many times? Same thing. I don't know if Chisora with Eddie Hearn anymore, but I know Dylan White is. And it's like, how many times this guy done lost on the big stage, and how many chances he gonna get? You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, he gotta be making $1 million paydays. You know what I'm saying? He gotta be, because these are big fights that he been in. You know what I'm saying? And he getting so many bites at the apple, and it's not just him. You know, it's basically I can't think of any of the other Eddie Hearn champions off the top of my head, but it's a lot of them over there, and all of them, you know what I'm saying? Katie Taylor getting her first title shot within, I think, her first year, maybe first year and a half of being a pro, shit like that. That's the kind of shit only guys that's on the upper echelon, the Eddie Hearns, the Bob Arums, the Al Heyman, through other people. That's the only shit that they can, you know, they can make happen for you. You know what I mean? So Eddie Hearn must be respected on that level. And so when I say that, it's got to be a respect thing. And Deontay Wilder, just at this point, he don't have the level of promo and hype that AJ has. Yeah, they just don't. He don't have the cachet because he ain't got that promo behind him. You know what I mean? And that's for a myriad of reasons. You know, just being black, being American. Being black and American. Those two things together will hold you back for no other reason than just because you black in America. You know what I'm saying? I believe that if Deontay Wilder was a white guy, a white American fighter, of course he would be bigger than the motherfucking president. Well, I won't say that, but he would be huge. You know what I'm saying? He'd be way bigger than he is now, and he'd probably be at least on equal footing with, or even more popular than Anthony Joshua. You can bet, you can take that shit right there to the bank. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't complaining about it either, man, because we already know what it is. It's been like this shit since I can remember. So it's not like a new phenomenon. It's not nothing new about it. We already know when you're a black champion from America, you're going to have to get it out the mud. Shout out to Errol Spence. You know what I mean? You're going to have to do it like that. You're going to have to be a killer that they cannot avoid, and then go take yours and earn yours. You know what I'm saying? Other people, they able to be elevated in different ways and have hype surrounding them in ways that we just don't get. We don't have that privilege. So you gotta get in there and fight. So that's what I'm saying. And I expect Deontay Wilder to do just that. And I expect him to actually be victorious. You know what I'm saying? He's one of my favorites out here right now. One of the realest motherfuckers in the game, man. And in this day and age, man, real is rare. So I respect it, man. Shout out to Deontay Wilder. And shout out to Anthony Joshua, too, because he's a real one, too. Much respect to AJ. Don't think that I don't got no respect, no love for AJ. And I definitely think he got a shot to win this fight. Will he win it? I don't think so. Because can he stay away from Wilder's right hand for 12 rounds? I don't think so. But even if he can't, it's much respect, man. Nothing but respect for AJ. You know what I'm saying? And he's also one of my favorite fighters. Anybody that I see like him, he's one of them fighters that he improves every fight. Like, you know what I'm saying? With the exception of the last one. The last fight, he looked like he kind of knew that was, you know, like he didn't expect the other guy to really do shit to him or be able to, you know, hurt him, or I don't know. Maybe he took him lightly for whatever reason, and he didn't look his best in that fight. But This next fight, I think he's signed to fight Joseph Parker. I'm not exactly sure, but if he's supposed to fight Parker, I expect the best version of AJ to come through. You know what I'm saying? And look good in that fight too. I know a lot of people think Parker got a shot, and I do believe he would have, given Anthony Joshua's previous flaws. But I feel like sometimes you fight to the level of your competition, and because people would be coming in surprisingly, or a lot of money would be coming in surprisingly on Parker to actually win that fight, I feel like it'll wake up Joshua and put him in position where he do what he need to do to make sure he looks good in that fight. So I mean, like I said, right now, the answer to the question, the initial question, right now, Anthony Joshua is definitely the A side. Deontay Wilder definitely the B side. Like I said, if we doing splits, and I don't never count the next man pocket, but we talking big money here, and it is important, and it's really the only distinction between these two guys, because when it's all said and done, man, if Joshua may get, if he beats Parker, that he'll hold 3 of the 4 belts, but that green belt is the belt. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's good to be unified all the way around with the WBO, WBA, and IBF. Don't get it twisted, but you want that motherfucking green strap around your waist, But that'll also, I think that, now that I'm thinking about it, man, I feel like Eddie Hearn was smart to have AJ take that fight with Joseph Parker, because if he does get that third strap, that really does put him in even more of a better position to, negotiate. That put him in a hellified position. That's what, 3 belts to 1? Plus you bring a lot of the fans, a lot of the money to it, man. They can fuck around and take 75-25 off you, maybe not, because like I said, Wilder might stretch Ortiz and really, really make this shit interesting, man. Like stretch him quick like he did Stavern. If he fuck around and do that, man, that's going to make this fight hella interesting. And his threat will make this fight even bigger. So I'm looking forward to seeing both these guys do their thing in the ring until they finally meet sometime next year. And I do expect them to meet next year. I don't think it's no fuck shit going on there. I thought so at first, because I definitely felt like, Eddie Hearn and them wanted to keep AJ away from Wilder because he's so dangerous right now, at least until they could, get AJ to a point where they feel like he can either win, or they feel like they done got enough money out of him. But not no more. I feel like AJ done been backed into a corner by his fans to the point where he's got to fight Wilder, man. That's going to look extremely bad on him if he doesn't do it. And he can't do no Mayweather Pacquiao shit and wait 5 years. Like, we not around for that shit no more. So you got to do that shit. Same thing with the Canelo Triple G shit, man. I want to see that rematch ASAP. I don't want to no fucking around and wasting time with that shit, because that has a relatively close expiration date. But yeah, like I said, right now, AJ is the A side, man, with a 65-35 split. You know what I mean? So, shit, that's that. Don't forget to make sure that you check out my all-new album, It's My Turn, the Throne Ascension LP. It's available everywhere you can find music. You know what I mean? You can get you a physical copy if you fuck with that on my official website, hustlegameboss.com. I also got all kind of shit, clothes and all that shit, everything original with my own label and all that shit on it. It's hustlegameboss.com/shop if you want to cop some of that. You know what I mean? Make sure if you get something, man, and you post it on Instagram, tag me in that shit, man. I'll repost your shit. I fuck with those who fuck with me, because I appreciate y'all all the way around. You know what I mean? So like I said, man, check out my album, check me out. Head over to my other channel. All the links will be in the description. Check out my other channel, you know what I'm saying? Check out some of my videos. A lot of the shit that